Yo, look at
What
who
up,
it
kid?
is.
What you say, man?
What's good with you, man?
Hey, still grinding.
Yeah?
Yeah. Y'all have good holidays, man?
Yeah, bro. How about yourself?
Hey, for what we could do, we made the most of it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's what's up,
So,
man. Sweatshirt looking good on you, bro.
hey, man,
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. A 1 of 1 right there. You the only one with that.
Ooh,
Yeah.
got that custom.
Yeah, I ain't released that yet. That's 1 of
I,
1.
I don't think you should. What I think you should do is hold on to it till I get famous and then release it at a high profit.
That'd be your exclusive line right there.
That's it.
Exclusive colorway, the BJ colorway. P. Diddy, what up?
Happy
Huh?
New Year, fella.
Yeah, man.
Happy New Year.
To y'all, man. Glad y'all jumped in the stream today. You know, it's been a minute since I went live. I've been doing so many live like Facebooks that I forgot I haven't like did a live show in the afternoon, man. So, Darian, my fault. Let me get Darian tapped in here. Oh, there you go. He got the link. He probably read the description finally. You know what I'm saying? People don't like to read. Let me get the banners down. Make sure they see the sponsors: abrinsurance.net, Manscaped. You know, we'll do our read for Manscaped in a bit. But let me get the homies in here. So take this down so they can see everybody. There you go. Darian, man, what's up, man?
What's going on, bro?
Uh-oh.
It's been a long 2 weeks.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's been a long 2 weeks. You know,
Finally over.
yeah, football's finally over. I had to eat my words. I had to eat my words for one day about your boy from Ohio State. Had the best game of his life this past weekend.
Yeah.
He
definitely balled out.
He balled out.
He balled out. Great time.
Through pain. That was a big hit.
Yeah, man. It was dangerous for the line. It was more dangerous for the linebacker. And we're gonna talk about that, man. But we can go ahead and get started, man, with the show. So what up? Welcome to the BallHawk Show live podcast. You know, our live stream that we do on Facebook and also YouTube. I didn't do it on Twitter today. But appreciate everybody for tuning in. I know it's been a minute. Happy 2020 to everybody. Happy New Year. Hopefully your holidays went well. Hopefully you are recuperating your pockets from being a little empty for shedding all that holiday spirit. Ain't nothing changed, man. Go to manscaped.com. Get 20% off. Promo code The BallHawk Show. Make sure you go to abrinsurance.net for all your insurance needs. That's home, business, auto, life insurance. The good people at Able Insurance will definitely write you an affordable policy that fits your needs, man. So holler at the people at Able Insurance. Be on the lookout for the Able United Ballhawks documentary that's coming up. Y'all see I got the picture right here when one of our, we won a lot of championships this AAU circuit. So salute to my guys right there. They gave me that for Christmas, so I had to put them front and center. You know what I'm saying? So look at Shake and Bake, man. Shake and Bake in the building. What's good with you, boy? So my analysts are here. If you're listening to this on iTunes, Anchor, Spotify, iHeartRadio, I got my man Sports with BJ in the building. Got my man Darren McCray. And got P. Diddy, Patrick Born Ready of Infernal Sports Podcast. Fellas, what's going on with y'all today?
What's going on? I'm jealous, man.
You jealous?
Yeah, all y'all got y'all little pretty mics up, you know what I'm saying? Mine ain't come in yet, you know, but
it worked. We can hear you. That's all that matters, though.
Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna have to step my little game up, you know what I'm saying? So
this is all good. BJ was good, man. That hoodie, man. Where you get that hoodie from, man? That joint look nice.
Man, some short guy up in Charlottesville hooked me up.
Yeah, that dude is definitely short, dog.
Nah, appreciate the threads, man. Yeah, he hooked me up with the custom color, custom jersey, custom hoodie. So one day it'll be worth something. Make sure we'll have to come up with something other than the BJ line. That sounds a little suspect.
Yeah, you had to unless you put pause underneath though.
Well, we could call it the Buckets line by BJ.
Ooh. Shake laughing at y'all, man. Shout out to my dog Shake in the YouTube chat, man. met that brother like 2 years ago. I was talking about boxing one day, and I get this donation from the super chat. This one I had enough subscribers to monetize, and then they shut the last channel down, but we still reconnect. So salute to my guy, Shake and Bake in the chat, man. And you know, he always welcome to join. You know, the link right there in the description. You know, he family.
Yeah, Shake be talking spicy, man. Y'all, the OGs know, you know.
Yeah.
But Shake be talking real crazy.
Shake get it in, man. And Mr. Inferno Sports himself starting all the day. I thought Petty Hawk was petty. His ass might be pettier than Petty Hawk, the stuff he be posting in his group.
Hey, man, we just try to keep everybody informed, man. You know what I'm saying?
Anytime somebody start off with the A, man, you know it ain't right. Hey, man.
But when Petty Hawk show up, Petty Hawk go all the way to up through that, though.
Yeah, Petty Hawk dangerous, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
He gives the people what they want, though.
He do. He give the people what they want.
Now, Petty Hawk watch a lot of battle rap. That's what we all know. So he be coming off those type of arms. We be talking about these people sometimes, you know. We ain't get a good Petty Hawk rant in a while though, so you know.
Yeah, you know.
You might get one today.
You might get one today. So, you know, we spent about 5 minutes on the pleasantries. You know, just want to salute everybody. Like I said, it's been a minute since I did the afternoon live. I know I'm like Caps is from Angry Fan. I do like he do YouTube live all the time. And shout out to Caps, Angry Fan. That's battle rap blog. So I do Facebook the same way because I'm old. I'm 42, so old heads on Facebook. Yeah. So I apologize to everybody, but you still be getting content because I loaded up as podcast episodes, so you still get content with that being said. So, all right, man, let me see the first topic. Let's see what the first topic we're going to jump into. Let me see what I'm going to put up there for y'all. Let's talk about Alabama defeating Notre Dame. Like, everybody saw this coming, though, right?
Yeah.
When are we gonna stop? When are we gonna stop putting Notre Dame in the top because of money, bro? When are we gonna stop this? Because I'm really getting tired. You know what I'm saying? Of Notre Dame because they get a little bit of their wins and because they get so much money that they just keep getting overrated. It's kind of like the whole Michigan thing. Your time done passed, bro.
But you
got to see y'all.
Honestly, I thought they was gonna get blew out. Like it wasn't like the Clemson game. Like that game more surprised me than that Bama Notre Dame game, because Notre Dame actually put up a fight. Clemson,
was it a fight or did they call the dogs off? I mean, to me,
that's a good question.
I feel like, you know what I'm saying, when they played Florida, they ran a lot of hurry up. You know what I'm saying? They had a game plan scheduled. I don't think they. Florida put
up 45 though. Notre Dame.
No.
So Bama called.
They don't.
So you got Clemson. So you got Bama on Monday.
Yes. I'm gonna wait till we talk about Ohio State. Why I got winning.
Are you still sticking with
I hate Bama. I hate Bama. I hate Bama.
He hate Bama.
But I'll tell you once we talk about that. But the one thing I will say with Notre Dame, we always seems to put once Notre Dame does a little bit of good, all of a sudden we start putting them on this pedestal. And then they get smacked down when they all these old fans that they have over here.
Somebody say Notre Dame.
When is the last time Notre Dame has really been good? Lou Holtz? Like
I mean, when they had I guess Manti Teo when they got smashed.
They got smashed by Bama.
Yeah.
Really?
But this shit was a little different. They played in the all ACC schedule. I mean, the one game they did come over was Trevor didn't play. So,
yeah.
I mean, who we want to see? Texas A&M.
I'm not going to call the ACC soft.
So you thought Texas A&M should have got in? Who should have?
Yes, they should have.
So you want to see Bama Texas A&M again?
Shake and Bake said you hate greatness.
Tell Shake and Bake to come up here. He can talk.
Oh, you know he will. You gotta ask him twice.
Yeah. Nah, man. Notre Dame, bro. Nah, bro. We gotta stop doing this.
So my man
It's the same
Jermaine
thing with
Gatlin said Notre Dame has some really long drives to kill a lot of clock. Bama was walking in that game with 40 on the board, but Dame kind of kept Bama off the field with long drives. So basically saying the score is a little deceiving. They played keep away, and then Bama was just going quick, especially getting your head jumped over while you standing up. I've had that done to me before, though. I ain't even gonna front.
What's the point of a long drive? I'm gonna walk back downfield and score on you. What's the point of a long drive?
They want to make it look better.
They make it look better.
Make it look better. It's like fighting Mike Tyson back in the day. You didn't get knocked out.
But question for y'all guys: is Devontae Smith the Heisman?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a weak Heisman year too.
Yes.
It's a weak year.
It's hard for Trask to punch through 4 losses, especially the way. Even though I don't think
win it, but yeah,
I don't think that was his fault. Well, I take that back because didn't Lamar Jackson have 4 losses?
Yeah.
Lamar won it the year they lost.
And Tebow won it.
No.
Tebow won it.
He won that. Lamar won the year they only lost to Clemson.
But Tebow won it. Tebow won it when they lost about 3 games.
Nah, I want to say Lamar got his Heisman the year they just lost to Clemson. That's it. Then he lost in the bowl game. Y'all keep talking. I'm gonna check the Googles.
Because he's saying a weak Heisman year because
of COVID.
Yeah, that's true. It's just shocking that they ain't gonna try to find a way to slide Trevor to Heisman, but they just can't.
Oh, Dabo tried to.
Dabo tried. And then looking at it, for him. When you look at Mac Jones, right? Mac Jones, it wasn't like Mac Jones made Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith made Mac Jones. Like he's off the release, he's killing folks off the line, bro. Like it's ridiculous. You may even know where he's going and you can't stop it.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? Like
it's one of those types. The year that Lamar won it, they only lost one conference game. So,
and that was the Clemson.
That was the Clemson. Yeah,
that was 2015, right?
So,
2016.
You know who owed Devontae Smith some money though? Steve
They lost 3 games that year. No. He right. They lost 4.
Yeah, they lost a lot that year.
They lost to Clemson, and then they lost to Houston.
Didn't they lose to
Kentucky? Then they lost to LSU.
So when they lost to Clemson, it was like they stopped caring.
I mean, they won 5 straight after they lost to Clemson. And then they lost to at Houston 36-10. Then they lost to Kentucky 41-38. Then they lost to LSU 29-9. So yeah, he lost 4 games total that year.
So I have a better question for you guys. Do you think Devontae Smith is that much better than Jamar Chase last year? Like, as far as like for the next
Chase
level.
How many? Hold on. Does Devontae have like close to 20 touchdowns too?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Smith just, I guess, like Hawk say, we gotta put the COVID on there, cause I ain't gonna lie. Just seeing bro play, man, like he just electrifying. Trace was good, but he had Jefferson on the other side. When Waddle got hurt, who else Bama had?
Yeah.
I mean, we can't do that though, because Bama stay with like #1 guys from all over. I mean, they're #1 recruiting because you come in, Bama goes into your house and be like, hey, you want to go play for Bama? Hey, we can sign right here. You know what I'm saying? It's got to that point. You know what I'm saying? They get the top recruits all here. You know? So we can't really say that.
20. He got 20 touchdowns.
But the question for y'all, do you think that Steve Sarkisian owe them boys some checks? Because they just got him a new job and he just went to Bama after being a DUI guy, and now he the top recruit coach in the nation.
Well, the DUI thing doesn't change how good of a coach and how great of an offensive mind he had. USC had to do what USC had to do. I mean, you can't let him be drinking in the locker room with underage kids and pressing on them and keep his job. Mm-hmm. He did his time.
So he changed.
He's another Saban rehab project.
Hell no, he didn't change. He's just he was at a coordinator position. He wasn't at a leadership position.
Bama,
you got a quarterback, not a quarterback. You got a head coach who's so well respected.
Yeah.
That's the same thing when we talk about Jameis Winston, why he went with Sean Payton. It's a rebrand.
Yeah.
So that's what Sarkisian did. And what's the other young blood that was with him that was that had Amari Cooper as a receiver when he was there? Lane Kiffin. Remember Lane Kiffin was underneath some BS. And
he had Calvin Ridley too, though. Lane Kiffin had Calvin Ridley, and he had Amari Cooper going out, and he had Calvin Ridley during his best years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think anyone's comparing Sarkisian and Lane Kiffin. We're just saying that Nick Saban has a habit of taking in project people and letting them rebrand themselves under the limelight and then go get their money.
Yep, that's all I was saying.
Butch Jones from Tennessee, he got fired last year. Now he's under with Alabama. Charlie Strong is a defensive analyst. I don't even know that was even a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So you got football analysts, you got a defense analyst. So you got analyst jobs in the football department. It just depends on, what they want you to do.
So essentially he has like 4 or 5 head coaches along with having Nick Saban there.
And like Robert T. Green and a bunch of grown-ass men that's 22.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's got a massive coaching tree.
Yeah, man. Mm-hmm. So that's it on that top. We'll transition to the shocker, which was Ohio State defeating Clemson. I don't think if you're a Ohio State fan, I think you were a little worried coming off the Northwestern game. Northwestern DB, shout out to my dog Chris, who trained a lot of their DBs, made it tough for Justin Fields. And then Clemson DBs got exposed. They got exposed because I will say this year in the ACC, outside of North Carolina, and Boston College has a good receiver, but outside of North Carolina as a whole, they didn't play against explosive receiving groups that push the ball down the field.
Actually, I want to say this, even more than the DBs, what happened to contain?
Ooh, hold on.
Because if you really...
hold on, my fault. Ray Roberts, shout out to Ray. He said that analyst is a way to hire coaches without them counting towards your coach count.
Nice.
My big bro, Ray Roberts, blocked for the great Barry Sanders, Wahoo great. So...
Can I start punching?
Go ahead.
Can I start punching through this now? All right. Containment, right? I don't know what happened with Clemson defensive line, but just to contain your boy from going side to side, buying time for his receivers, you know what I'm saying? And then I don't even want to get to the point where the middle linebacker got thrown out for that bogus targeting call. But
changed the game right there.
That was really what killed the momentum for Clemson, because he was like the only one that seemed to know exactly what was going on the field. And once you lose your captain of the defense, your defense is pretty much it's not the same. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was just a lot of things I felt like went Ohio State way, and it is what it is. They're not gonna do that against Bama though. We can go ahead and cut that out. What I'm saying? All these Ohio State guys, all that shifting side to side, Bama is all read and react. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to play from the pocket, killer. That ain't going to happen with Bama, bro.
How you think the DB's going to hold up?
Nah, well.
I think you don't think so?
No, look, Bama's secondary has been getting exposed all year long. If their front 7, front 5, however many they decide to bring, don't get home, they're getting beat over the top. I'm actually kind of looking forward to this national championship game. I love Clemson. I love Trevor Lawrence. I'm an ACC guy, so of course I was rooting for the conference. But I think what they did to Clemson was an outlier of their potential. Clemson just got lost. But when I'm glad we don't have to see Clemson, Alabama again, because we know that story. I think with Ohio State, what you're going to see is 2 secondaries that are liabilities if the front don't get home. And I think you're going to see a game probably – you're going to have to outscore Alabama. We can put that out there right now. We're going to have to outscore Alabama. I trust Alabama's defense more than Ohio State's defense, despite everything I just said. So that's why I'm going Alabama's way. But I think we're looking at a game that's going to be 49-14 41, somewhere in that range. I think we're looking at another Rose Bowl like we had with Georgia and Oklahoma a couple years ago with Baker.
That's a great point.
I think you're going to see a lot of hurry up like they did against Florida. I think they're going to take the same approach and tiring out the defense to where you're pretty much to the point by the second half you're pretty much beat. And I don't think it's going to be so much of a contest because I don't know what I've been saying about your boy. I can't even call his name now. The quarterback for Ohio State.
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields.
Yeah, Justin Fields. When it came to these games, these games where he relatively gets pushback, he kind of falls apart. You know what I'm saying? He's throwing picks left and right. You know what I'm saying? He's not getting the looks, or it seemed like he has to get bailed out by something. That didn't happen last game. But I feel like you're gonna get the real Justin Fields we're gonna figure out in this game. So that's what I feel like we're gonna see. Now the running back for Ohio State, I think he's legit, and I think he's gonna be the one to really get Ohio State going.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna leave it up to Justin Fields, I don't think there's gonna be a way you could beat Bambo just by with him. I don't think you can do that. Nick Saban gonna have them boys ready.
It seems like that's the only way that's the way people have been beating Nick Saban. It takes the quarterback being multifaceted and dynamic. If you look at like we saw when Johnny Manziel beat him, we saw what Deshaun Watson did in 2 games against them. It seems like when team beat Bama, it's like the quarterback is special. But I do agree with you though. Like Ohio State has to be balanced because I think that's how they generate the play action and get one-on-one, as BJ was talking about with those receivers that they have. And then on the flip side, we just talked about Devontae, and we got to talk about what Bama have at running back. So that it's going to be a game of chess because you got some matchup nightmares, and how can you set it up to take those shots, and can you methodically move the ball down the field? I think Bama is patient enough to methodically move the ball down the field and play field position because Saban trusts his acumen as far as being a defensive guy, and will Ohio State get impatient? And I think that's what speaks to you, what you said during with Justin. Will he make some errant throws because he's not patient and playing that field position game as well? Because do you really trust that your defense can hold up?
Because that's one thing that Alabama does do better than anybody's play disciplined football, to where you're going to make the mistake. You know what I'm saying? Their defense, even though, I've noticed they do get burnt down the field, but we're going to see what you could do up front first as far as your technical skills. Like for him running that side to side, trying to buy time, they're going to have containment to where they're going to have a pocket for him. Can you throw from the pocket?
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to have to see. And when you talk about special, is Justin Fields special to you? Have you seen that from him?
I think he's a special kid. I think he can move and he can run around. We got to talk about this because you talked about the hit being BS. The ribs, how they going to hold up? With the adrenaline, I'm pretty sure he got a Toradol shot to come back in. So I know he was in a lot of pain post-game. And how was the healing process, the practicing, the reps he get? And is he going to have a huge flat jacket on? Is he going to be able to maneuver like, he usually does? So a lot comes into play because Nick Saban is going to make sure he can confuse Justin. He's not really worried about the opposing offensive coordinator. He's like, I'm going to confuse the young man with the football. So it's going to be a fun game, man. But to talk about the hit, though, I understand why he was ejected because even don't get me wrong, I don't like it. But they say if you lower your head regardless, it's targeting. It's not where you hit the person, it's the crown of your helmet, period.
If he didn't get hurt, do you think they would have called targeting?
No. I don't think they would have reviewed it.
See, that's where I disagree. Okay. I think a lot of what the referees do is on field, the aesthetics of what they saw. They didn't have to wait for him to get hurt to understand that they were going to review it. How bad that hit was, how loud it sounded, and the way you could see the linebacker lead in live real time, I think they were going to be looking at it anyway. But everything else, I don't know what else you want that kid to do.
I just want to keep his eyes up. Just keep his eyes because it's dangerous. He put his Like he hit the crown, like it jammed. And a good thing he got the cowboy collar on.
Mm-hmm.
But when I saw it, because I didn't see it live, but when I got a bunch of texts and stuff, and I looked at the replay over and over, I cringed, bro, because I thought he hurt himself. Like,
yeah,
because but then again, that's how the game is called now, bro. And it's just unfortunate because that's 2 years in a row. And Darian talked about it. When that kid's not on the field for Clemson, they struggle on defense. Period.
Yeah, especially you notice once he went out. And just one more thing on the wrap up, if Justin Fields doesn't get spun by the contact he takes before that hit, his shoulder is right in Justin Fields' stomach. He's just trying to make a textbook tackle. I get keeping your eyes up, and it's hard to go low. Justin Fields isn't a big guy. I mean, that linebacker that's tackling him is 6'4". Justin Fields is 6 foot, 6'1". So he had low man wins. He's got to get low. It's hard to get low with your head up and try and make a tackle. It's just one of those unfortunate events. By the letter of the law, he targeted.
Shake and bake, you crazy. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
What's Shake and bake saying?
Shake and bake, you crazy as hell. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
I mean, yeah, that was it on that. That's all I had.
They said, why is Trevor? So Trevor Lawrence, I think Trevor is special in his own right because, like, I'll say this. I wasn't, like, super high on Trevor until I saw him in person. And when you see how big this kid is and how easy he moves, like, he's faster than what people think. When he throw the ball, it's a lot behind it, and it's effortless. He fits, like, so Trevor is the eye test, right? Tall, mobile, can make all the throws. So he fits. That's the media checkbox. That's the scouting checkbox. So under their umbrella, he's special. If I'm looking at just aesthetics and athleticism at quarterback, he's not special to me because I've seen the Lamars, I've seen the Michael Vicks, I've seen the Cam Newtons, those type of, athletes. But the prototype lane that he's in, they're going to call him special.
Hey, Shake and Bake. How about you ask Justin Fields? How is he special after 6 games? How do you dictate special after 6 games? Let's start there. You know what I'm saying? Let's play a whole season.
Floyd Mayweather making his own fights now.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. 6 games. We've seen Trevor body of work. What body of work have we seen from Justin Fields? Especially for the next year. If you go to the NFL next year.
I mean, we seen what Justin did last year. And then, of course, when they played against Clemson, he struggled. But,
exactly.
And then let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room before we move on. He's coming from Ohio State. He plays quarterback. What Haskins just recently did, he revisits the Ohio State quarterback stigma. So, with that being said, he'll drop to number 3 versus being number 2. He's still gonna be a top 3 pick. I know they tried to say, because look, before the game, remember everybody said, because of Dwayne Haskins, he's dropping in the draft, and then he throws 6 touchdowns. What happened? Oh, we should pick him over Trevor. All it takes is 1 game, just 1 game, and people forget.
I wish they would pick him over Trevor. I wish they would. I wish they would. I'm gonna leave it at that. Yeah, go ahead and pick Justin Fields over Trevor. We'll see what that gets you.
So you know what? I ain't even make this a topic. So it's not gonna be on the ticker at the bottom. But we got to talk about him, man, because he just had a brilliant game yesterday. Steph Curry, is this the year everybody's truly gonna pay attention to how he performs? Numbers, shooting percentages, and wins to try to validate if he's truly a superstar who can, quote, carry a team, as people say. Like, what type of year is this for Steph Curry in you guys' eyes?
I mean, you want to take that one, or you want me to go?
I think I'll be short with it. I think it's going to be hard to gauge because he's playing around a bunch of young guys. You know what I'm saying? You got guys that like Wiseman.
Very good young player.
Yeah, very good young player. You got Oubre who can't shoot, but he can dunk. You got Wiggins, who we still don't know what type of player he is.
He's an enigma. You just don't know what you're going to get from him.
Yeah, and then you have Draymond Green. I'm not going to speak too much about that.
He's the point guard. That's the point guard.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Single triple doubles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we shouldn't be questioning from this point about a guy that's been doing this for 10 years about being as good as he is. You know what I'm saying? How many times does he have to go against? Last year, I think when they went up against the Blazers, they torched them in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
2 years ago.
2 years ago. My bad. But he did it this time by himself. I mean, what do you want from with Steph Curry, bro? I mean, I don't think we should be asking so much or trying to be disrespectful to him or try to say that, hey, he needs all these guys around him. I mean, he's a point guard, you know what I'm saying? And he's also got to be the main guy to shoot for him, you know? But when you're playing around a bunch of young guys in the West, I mean, what more could you ask from him, you know?
Okay.
Or does you want to put up like 80 a game? I mean, if you got to do that, I mean, I guess that's what dials up his greatness, but I don't think we should be questioning him at this point, especially you got back-to-back MVPs from him. Come on, man. Let's be serious.
Okay.
You know?
What you say, BJ?
So I've actually talked about this a lot. Basketball is my favorite sport, so whenever I can talk basketball, even if I can't, I force it on people. My thing with Steph Curry is I don't think he'll ever get the recognition as someone who can lead and carry a team because he's blinded everybody with the flash that he has. And I don't mean that to say anything against him, but when Steph Curry hit the scene, it was logo threes and sick warm-up handle skills. And, oh, did you see that crossover behind the back between his legs? And he's hitting three-pointers from the tunnel, pregame. That's what he made himself into be. That's what the media forced into the limelight about Steph Curry's game. So when Steph Curry's not hitting a logo three, when Steph Curry's not crossing somebody up real bad, and he's just dropping a casual 63 like he did last night, that's not what we're looking for Steph Curry to do. So it doesn't get as blasted as the other stuff. And because of that reason, I think Steph Curry can take any team on his back. I mean, if the dude's going to average 40, you should win some games with any decent talent, right? Mm-hmm. But because I would never say that you can't put a team on Steph Curry's back, but I will say he'll never get the recognition as a team leader in that respect because of the flash the media has put in front of everybody's eyes for so long. It takes away from that characteristic of his game.
All right. Hey, Mike, what's good with you, man?
What's going on, man? How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man. We talk about Steph Curry and perfect timing because I know why everybody is doing this to Steph. It's because everybody claimed that he was better than LeBron, and they were linked to each other. And I feel like anytime you say somebody's the best in the league, they say, "Can you carry a team?" Because when you say best, that's what they say. Can you quote? Like, I think what Steph is. You never had the opportunity to really really analyze, does he make people around him better, or is he just a product of other facilitators around him? Because that's what Dame tried to say. Like, he never had to really face people gunning at him because of the moving parts around him. And it's not his fault, but it's just one of the things that they identify. Like, you look at Dame in Portland, he has to dominate the ball. He has to facilitate. Then he has to score. You look at LeBron. You look at Harden. You look at all these other guards that catch a lot of scrutiny, and then they always feel like Steph just slides on the radar, even though he's a phenomenal player, phenomenal shooter. So when Dame said we had to say, and Steph saw it, and then Steph busted his ass yesterday, dropped 60. So Dame, you got to wear that. What's your thoughts on that, Mike?
I don't know. I think a lot of it's, in my opinion, with the NBA plays, I think it's jealousy too, man. Steph 6'3", 180, 185. Not physically gifted in terms of athleticism. When you think of point guards, athletic point guards, you think of Westbrook, people like that. So he's not supposed to be doing this. You know what I'm saying? But when I seen Steph back at Davidson, I'm not saying I thought Steph was going to be the way he is, but I seen glimpses of it when he carried that Davidson squad. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just think there's a lot of jealousy going on. I mean, that guy shoots threes from half court. He could put it on the floor. He's light skinned, people don't like that, you know what I'm saying? But He's a phenomenal player, man. I just think a lot of his jealousy, man. He's one of the faces of the league. You know what I'm saying? 2-time MVP, unanimous MVP. What he got 3 titles now.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of players are envious of that. So the hate's gonna come. And I think now that they think Steph is in a vulnerable position right now, the fact that he doesn't have Clay with Draymond seems to be on the decline for whatever reason. So now is a perfect opportunity to get at Steph. But like last night, Steph said, "Hey, I'm still that dude." You know what I'm saying? I'm still that dude. So it's good to see that he's taking on a challenge of, stepping up, man. So, but to me, it's just jealousy and hate. And it's been going back since he got in the league, to be honest with you. So that's just my take on it.
You call it jealousy?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think so.
I think it comes with the territory of greatness. Like, they're going to question and see if you can handle the same scrutiny. I will say this. He has been shielded from the typical scrutiny of an MVP. Other than, you ain't never won a finals. But, like, when you look at the true scrutiny of the shoot first guards, he doesn't catch that brunt because Steph usually produces in the right way. Like, 50, 40, 90. Like, ain't much you can say about him. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, this year is vulnerable because Clay's not there, and then Draymond is wishy-washy.
Right.
And they see that the moving part's not the same, even though I really like Wiseman.
I like Wiseman too. But
I like Wiseman a lot now.
But let me say this, Hawk, though, real quick, in reference to the scrutiny. And I think, too, I think the reason why Steph don't get the scrutiny is because Steph plays the right way. Even though he's a shoot first point guard, Steph moves without the ball. Think of Westbrook, balls in his hands all the time. Usage rate crazy. Same with Dame Lillard. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that Steph plays the right way. He doesn't have to have the ball and shoot it 35, 40 times a game to get 30 points. He doesn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? He's literally, 50, 40, 90, I think is what he is for his career, if I'm not mistaken. 50% from the field, 40 from 3, and 90 from the line.
I know last year kind of threw a monkey wrench in this year, but it was only 5 games, so that I don't think that dampened it too much. And
they saying he having an off year. He's averaging 32 a game. 45% from the field, 36 from 3, 98 from the line.
And that's the great thing about yesterday, because going into yesterday's game, he was shooting just 40%, which by his standards isn't good.
Right.
And he was shooting 32 from 3-point. So after yesterday's game, it bumped it up to 45% from the field, and it bumped it up to 36%.
Wow.
For his career, he's shooting 47 from the field, 43 from 3, and then 90 from the free throw line. So that's why when you see a guy like Steph shooting 36% for his career, like other than last year, it was a 5-game sample, he shot 24%. That's how great of it. Like, that's what I was telling somebody today, my man Chris. I was like, his standard is 40% from 3. So if it dips under that, somebody gonna say, "Oh, he having a down year." His standard is like 47% from the field. So if he's shooting 40, we're gonna say that's a down year.
Right.
So, I mean, and that's what I was saying. Like, this is the first time people got to say, "Aha, you ain't got Clay. You struggling. You can't do it by yourself." And you know what Steph showed me though? Steph showed me he had to step up to the challenge. Like, he didn't back away from folks coming at him, even though it was early in the season.
Right.
He said, like, "Nah, y'all right. It ain't just 2 games. I want to win." So that's what I respect about him.
Right.
Man. And he
Absolutely.
earned my respect in that sense, to where I know he gonna compete.
Absolutely.
So, what's up to JaVale? My man P Diddy back in the building. He shaved his head or something. You know what I'm saying?
What's up, fella?
Nigga talking about stuff. What's up? Ain't that some shit?
Hey, man, all I'm gonna say is, man, I don't know if y'all talk. I got on kind of late, man, but I just want to say, man, give my man Baker Mayfield some love, man. He got him in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
He handed it off to Kareem Hunt and Chubb. But yeah, he the quarterback. He get credit.
Yeah, that's my quarterback. That's my quarterback.
He definitely get credit. Salute to him though. Salute to Baker.
Right.
Salute to the coaching staff for doing what benefits his skill set in the NFL.
Right.
I love what they did with him this year, and he answered the bell by taking care of. Because when you don't make him a gunslinger, he can beat the hell out of you. But if you make him a gunslinger, he playing for the other team.
And he plays better without Odell. I don't care what anybody says. He plays better without Odell.
Because there ain't no pressure.
A bunch of stars. There you go. He don't need a bunch of stars. You know what I'm saying? Give him some complementary pieces. Let him sling the ball to different receiver tight ends out the backfield.
Yeah, let him be a game manager.
Hey, my God. I saw a stat on Baker today. It kind of surprised me. He's only one of 3 quarterbacks to throw for 3,500 yards and 20 plus touchdowns in their first 3 seasons, and the other 2 are Peyton Manning and Andrew Luck.
Give it to him.
Say that one more time.
He's the only quarterback in his first 3 seasons to throw for over 3,000 yards and 20 touchdowns in their first 3 seasons.
Andrew Luck. Usually happens to people who losing too.
Wow, this guy's on a roll.
Except for Andrew 11
this
games.
Guy's on a roll.
See, Andrew gets more respect because his ass is winning 10 plus every year as soon as he stepped on the scene. You know what I'm saying? So salute to Andrew Luck. You know,
dang,
man, salute to Baker, man.
But
go ahead.
On that Steph Curry situation, I think like you said, I think what Steph is though. He makes everybody feel they can do what he do, right? Because everybody can shoot the 3-pointer, but his range is like, now look at Trae Young. Look like a copycat. So we lose track of the fact that Steph got handles. Steph actually is not a small guard. Like people think that he you would think he Isaiah Thomas, right? But he's 6'3". So when I see
dunk
him
like
break out,
like all these overly athletic guys, because he's still
we can cross your ass up and break you down.
What my man Lowe say, beam beam.
Hey,
beam beam.
And see, like I think all of us are fan of Dame Lillard because of his swag, right? But on the court, when him and Steph go head to head, Steph been busting his tail for a long time.
Yeah, that's like Kyrie and Steph. Kyrie be busting Steph. Oh, never mind, my fault.
You right. Kevin. You ain't saying that wrong. You ain't saying that wrong about the other way.
I know people don't like Kyrie and they just miss him and KD miss game winners versus the Hawks. So it's
give all my Duke players love, man.
It's not
Kyrie that dude.
Kyrie not really a Duke player. He played for y'all for 2 games.
Don't do it. Don't do it. He enrolled at Duke, man.
He played 2 games, man.
KD got put on a 7-day quarantine.
Oh, that's breaking news.
Huh? Oh, KD, yeah, he did. Yep.
KD got the vid-19 like Kevin Hart said. That's all right, man. Take care of yourself.
Hey, Russ and Bill went at KD them neck last night, didn't they?
Yeah, but they're a disappointment though.
Oh no, they beat the Wizards when they missed the game-winning shots. That's who it was, not the Hawks. It was the Wizards.
But the
Russ averaged a triple-double this year. Salute to my guy.
Yeah, but he's not winning.
Bro, everybody can't win. We just praise Steph and he ain't winning.
But listen, it's just more evidence that Russell Westbrook has more superstar help than any other player in the league.
Whoa.
Just about.
No.
Let's do it. Let's talk about it.
No.
I mean, I'm just saying. KD not a superstar.
The Wizards.
KD was the only superstar he played with.
KD.
Yeah.
Harden's a star.
Harden's not a superstar?
Yeah, he's a superstar.
I mean, at the time, he wasn't on superstar status.
No, he's talking about last year with Houston.
Last year with Houston.
Yeah, for sure.
And Bradley Beal, he's on that cusp.
Yeah,
the Wizards just got to play defense.
Hey man, look, check this out. I got this question for y'all, and we're gonna move on to NFL because we're gonna make sure we stay on track. If me getting a triple double equals like a 80% win, like the winning percentage is 80% when I achieve a triple double. What is that saying? He just don't get him in the playoffs. I don't know how many he got in the playoffs, but he ain't got that many in the playoffs. But when he get a triple double, your team is guaranteed to win 80% of his games.
And it's still early. You know, they had a preseason with 2 or 3 games. I mean, give him some time, but I mean, Scott Brooks, I mean, he coaching for his job for real. I mean, they played better the past couple games against the Timberwolves, and yesterday. And
Westbrook ain't played 2 of those games.
Yeah, and he not playing back to backs.
Yeah, he ain't playing back to back.
Before you move on, and I got a question for BJ because he said he's a basketball guy. Has the triple double become overrated? Because is a 10-10 and 10 game really like supposed to be blowing everybody's socks off?
I think it depends on who gets it. With Russ, yes, because Russ can get it in one of 5 different categories. You don't know where he's going to get it from. I think as much as I love the late great Kobe, when he was putting triple doubles is because he was throwing the ball up 60 times himself. So I mean, I think it depends, but I think Russell Westbrook has made it more of an expectation than an accomplishment. Yeah.
In other words, Russell.
That's a good point too, man.
So the hell with the triple double is what people saying. Not BJ, but the majority of folks don't care for Russ. So they say to hell with it now. Because you remember when he did it, we all got this question. When he got it the first year, he got MVP, right? Mm-hmm. Came back and did it the next year. I don't even know if he was first team All NBA. I was like, what?
No, he did. He was that year. It was the year that he did it again.
The 3rd time in a row?
Yeah, and he didn't. They didn't even give him the NBA.
Like he making it commonplace though, and a lot of times he almost had a triple double before halftime. Like I mean,
right.
I mean,
like I said, I wish people would like watch him because like people aren't understanding. Like, oh, he got triple double. That's what he's supposed to do because he's Russell Westbrook, and that's how he gets paid. That is not why he gets paid. He gets paid because the dude could give you a triple double in 5 different stat categories. There's lots of times during his triple double, he doesn't even have the double for the points. He could almost have a quadruple double if he wasn't. I said it before on your show.
So
I'm going to say it again, man. Assassins don't get paid to let people live.
Oh, and he definitely probably the best rebounding point guard I ever seen. Like he makes a
between
point
like him, Jason Kidd.
He's blocking out his own players. Like he wants the ball.
Oh, he don't block. Oh, he just go get it.
Yeah.
A lot of people like that nerd made the video say, "Hey, they just be like he go get that mug." Like that's a lot. Like the reason why I respect it because it's effort. Like we see a lot of times we go at players who don't give the effort every night, take plays off, and the guy's giving you his all, and we say, "Well, he not winning." It's like, God damn, bro. Like everybody can't win. Like we're in the era of LeBron. Everybody can't beat him. It take a whole damn monsters to beat him. Just like Michael Jordan years. We just can't poo-poo on Patrick Ewing and those greats because they didn't win. You got Mike, and then Hakeem won his when Mike stepped away. So it's just one of them things where you got to look at who's the greatest player in your era. Luckily, with Kobe and Tim Duncan, like Tim had Pop, his squad, and Tim was the truth. And then Powell came in. You had Phil come in. You had Lamar come at the right time, and then Ron. Like it was just the timing of things. Because we even saw Dwight Howard ruin it for LeBron one year because of the team he had around him as well. So,
Hawk,
it ain't easy to be a winner, meaning win the jury in this league.
But it's not like he's not like he plays LeBron every year in the playoffs. What I'm saying is, he doesn't have to win the chip. We in the LeBron era. You know, LeBron's winning. At least get to the conference finals. At least.
But that's you still. But we're giving a moral compass of, well, at least you got that far. But you ain't get this far, so you ain't a winner because
they killed T-Mac all his career when they were saying he first. And I didn't understand that either.
I don't understand how we move the fence depending on the player. You know, like with CP3, we realized how great CP3 was what he did with that OKC team last year. Now people back off like Skip Bayless, back off of the early exits or never winning a ring because now you just know, hey. He is a difference maker.
I respect that because I was one of those guys. I was like, yo, this guy. But I see what he's done from franchise to franchise, and I respect that. Yeah, I respect that.
All right, man. That's all I got for the NBA. Let's jump into the NFL, and we're gonna have fun with this topic right here before we get into the playoffs because this is what we got to discuss before anything because this is all about stats. NFL awards. So I'm gonna go through who led what. I'm just gonna go top. So we start at quarterbacks, we usually win the MVP. So we look at passing yards. Deshaun Watson led the NFL without you know who at receiver, 4,823 yards. He led the NFL in yards per attempt at 8.9 yards per attempt. Completions, Matt Ryan led the NFL in completions with Tom Brady right behind him. So salute to Tom Brady. Completion percentage, Aaron Rodgers ran away with that 70% and threw the ball down in 600 times. Then you got touchdowns, Aaron Rodgers 48. The next is Russell Wilson with 40. And then he only threw 5 interceptions. 121 rating. It's clear to say that he was the best quarterback this year, right? Aaron Rodgers, 4,200, well, basically 4,300 yards, 48 touchdowns, 70% completion rate, only 5 interceptions.
Yeah, definitely the best quarterback.
Was he the best quarterback this year in the NFL?
He was the most consistent out of everybody.
Okay.
And he did it with less.
And he didn't turn the ball over.
Well, why does everybody say less when Devontae Adams is a monster? Like I don't understand that. Like everybody keeps saying less. Devontae Adams was probably the best receiver in the league.
He was the best receiver this year.
I'll clarify for myself.
I think why they say less is nobody can name the other receivers. Yeah. I think that's what he's saying, bro. When people say
no, I mean I can name his receivers. I mean he's got Chris Lazar. I mean he's got
the majority.
Yeah, like it's a squad thing. It's not Devontae Adams isn't a baller. It's that every other team in the playoffs seems to have a baller and other complement pieces that can beat you. If it's not Devontae Adams beating you, who's beating you for Green Bay?
Yeah, I mean you could say the same thing with Buffalo. Other than Stephon Diggs, who would you fear on Buffalo's receiving core? You know what I'm saying?
You got John Brown.
I mean, he's a jag.
But they got a good receiving core. They got Bees, they got Diggs, they got John Brown. They got a good core of receivers.
But to me, Aaron Rodgers makes everybody better. Like he makes his receivers better. You know, I mean, if you look at history, other than Greg Jennings, Donald Driver, like when they were solid receivers, but they were nothing without Aaron Rodgers. You didn't hear about them after they left the Packers. You know what I'm saying? Like I just feel that those elite quarterbacks can make the receiving core. I mean, he's done it with a tight end this year that nobody ever heard of before this season.
Right.
But see, that opens up a can of worms, though. And I mean, I love this conversation. I agree with you on what you just said, except for one thing. I think Greg Jennings would have been great anywhere he went. Now, Donald Driver and Devontae, you might be right there. But if you're going to say, greatness is making receivers around you better, otherwise they wouldn't have been good, would you say Aaron Rodgers is better than Tom Brady? Because Tom Brady's historically had better weapons than Aaron Rodgers.
I don't think other than Randy Moss and Gronk, I don't feel that Tom Brady has had elite weapons. He's made those receivers, in my opinion.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you agree, if you feel that way, then yeah, I mean that's a good definition of greatness for Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, I respect your opinion, but with Tom Brady before this year with Tampa Bay, other than Randy Moss and Gronk, what other great receiving options, pass catchers has he had?
Wes Welker.
Well, yeah, he had Wes Welker. A lot of people forget he got almost 7 good years out of Hernandez, or four good years out of Hernandez.
Like 3 or 4 out of Hernandez.
Paired up with Gronk.
What's his last name? That was Super Bowl MVP. That went to Louisville. Is it Bunch? No, not Bunch. God dang it.
No, that was Bunch from.
And speaking on Greg Jennings, Aaron made Greg Jennings, y'all. Because Greg Jennings fell off the face of the map when he left Green Bay.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
He
went to Minnesota?
He fell off.
He went to Minnesota for a year too after that.
Yeah,
he was going to him there.
Does it matter?
Actually, it's funny. It's funny we bring up Greg Jennings. I heard Greg Jennings. I think it was Saturday or Sunday before the games in an interview, and he said that in the middle of the game, that he was talking to an opponent. I forgot who they were playing. And he was asking him, why they weren't giving him the ball, so forth and so on. And he said Aaron Rodgers walked up to him and said, well, y'all should get him next year. He ain't going to be here next year anyway. In the middle of the game.
No. A
lot of people don't like Aaron Rodgers, but I feel that most great athletes on that level are probably a little hard to deal.
I think with receivers though and quarterbacks it's hand to hand, because if we're looking at games and receiver got steps on a quarterback, is he really like making that receiver better? If he open, he open. You know what I'm saying? I can see if a guy's cover and you putting it on their chest, you putting back shoulder. I can see that type of stuff. But if a guy like Devontae Adams get open, he'll route your ass up. Like he legit.
Yeah.
If you ain't see what he did to Malcolm Butler ass when he had 104, like he was just running by him and routing him up. So I think because we would never say. So just say. Why is it echoing? So
that might be me.
We wouldn't say that Matt Ryan made Julio Jones.
Right. No. Well, can I make a case though? For Mahomes for MVP?
Yeah,
and
you make a case.
And the only reason I say that is because, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but the Chiefs had a target on their back all year. Mm-hmm. They're the champs. You're gonna get their best shot. To me, Green Bay fell under the radar. Mm-hmm. Nothing was really expected of them. So it's kind of hard to every game you're getting the team's best shot. And I think Mahomes probably is penalized because of the weapons he got around him, which is not his fault. You still got to play the game. Game ain't played on paper. So for me, I would go with Mahomes for MVP again. That's just me.
I respect that, but however, Green Bay did make it to the NFC Championship game last year. Like, yeah. I mean, people weren't expecting a lot, but I don't know why they didn't lose anything.
Because of the new coach.
That's why.
Right? Yeah.
A new coach.
Yeah.
So you got the Chiefs went 14-2. Green Bay went 13-3. I think they went 13-3 again last year.
But wasn't LaFleur was there last year though? McCarthy been gone 2 years.
Yeah, LaFleur was there last year, wasn't he?
I thought that was the first year.
No, he was there last year.
Nah, he was there last year.
Okay. Was he?
McCarthy but him and before he went to the Cowboys this year,
because
he didn't coach last year.
Damn,
LaFleur was there last year. LaFleur was there last year. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Because there was all that controversy with him and Aaron Rodgers not getting along last year.
Right.
They didn't have a hybrid this year.
That's because another Aaron was getting the shine.
They got a new offensive coordinator.
That was because Aaron Jones was balling last year, and he ain't like that. Don't let me get started on Green Bay, man, because y'all gonna say I'm biased. I'm a Vikings fan. Yeah, that's how y'all gonna go.
Vikings fan, bro.
I know you got a lot of ill will in your heart.
Y'all gonna try to punch through it, but that's the reason that he had a problem. He had a problem because he wasn't the main person in the offense. He was LaFleur was actually trying to have a balanced offense, and he ain't like that because Aaron Rodgers is a cocky dude and likes to have all the shine. As most quarterbacks would be.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
We saw the difference this year. He went from 26 touchdowns last year to 40 this year.
Yeah, he like to have all the shine. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all threw the ball the same amount though. His completion rate went up from 62 to 70, so that made a difference too.
So have y'all?
Would you say a lot of quarterbacks did well this year, being that it's a COVID year, and the defenses aren't as strong as they were for the past couple of years? Are we going to punch through that, or are we just going to kind of bypass that?
Yeah. Tom Brady had 40 touchdowns too, right?
Yeah, Tom had 40. Shout out to Tom.
Tom Brady has Mike Evans, Antonio Brown.
I think he had a career high in interceptions too, though.
Gronkowski. He better have 40 touchdowns, yo. What are we talking about?
Yeah, Jameis Winston had them last year too. He ain't throw 40 touchdowns.
He ain't have Gronk.
Jameis had 33.
We ain't have Gronk. He ain't have Gronk. Excuse me. He ain't have Gronk on Antonio Brown, but he had Mike Evans.
Oh, he did. He threw 30. He threw 30 touchdowns.
And how many interceptions?
He was like 30 for 30. He had like 33 interceptions.
Yeah. He had eye problems. You know what I'm saying? That's why he had to go get the.
He ain't got the cachet to check down like Tom. If Tom checked down, is
Hey,
let's talk about the running back. He got Fournette and he got Ronald Jones behind him. What are we really even talking about?
What you gonna say?
No, I saw Eric Bieniemy interview for the Falcons job today. If you were him, you know what I'm saying, looking at how everything is structured on your team, would you rather have the Falcons or would you rather have the Texans? And then I also heard that the Jaguars, like, they're gonna pay Urban Meyer like $15 million a year.
If I'm a free coach, I'm going Jacksonville. They got the number 1 overall pick. They got $100 million in cap space.
I'm going to the Texans.
Total, right?
What about
11 picks total this draft?
What about the Chargers?
Yo, that's some bullshit.
Excuse
my language, America.
That
Excuse my language. Hold on, Petty Hawk got to come out on this shit right here, right? God dang on here. God damn it. The San Diego, not San Diego. What the LA, Los Angeles Chargers fired. What's his name?
Anthony Lynn.
Anthony Lynn. God damn it, Big Lenny Lynn. Fired him when he got him a rookie. Rookie quarterback's not going. I know he had his trepidations years before with the close games, and people always say close games. He make the wrong decisions. Rookie quarterback come in, they go 7-9, but he has some guys out here and there. They fire him after he won 12 games 2 years ago. Last year, Phillip Rivers was trash can juice. They transitioned, had Tyrod Taylor, won that game. Tyrod get the little shot, can't play. You get a rookie quarterback that wasn't ready to come in, end up breaking all these damn records for a rookie quarterback. You got a roster that's just waiting for you to replenish, and you got the draft. And it looked like you trending up. And what do? They fire you. Now, watch they give this job to somebody like Urban Dan Meyer.
They Mark Jackson. Like,
what else?
That's like Golden State.
He didn't even have his best player. Derwin James all hurt up again. And Derwin James is the one that makes that defense go. Yeah.
I think all coaches should get a pass this year, man.
Only coach that don't deserve a pass is getting a pass is a coach that coached for the Philadelphia Eagles. His ass got to go.
I don't think so, man.
Mike Zimmer got to go. Who else got to go? I agree with you.
McCarthy got to go.
McCarthy?
Yeah, Peterson got to go.
Get his ass out of here. Get Doug Peterson out of here. Jacksonville Friday coach Gates should have been out of here. Out.
Yeah.
How did it take the Jets so long to fire a guy that didn't want to be there and was like vocal about it? Like how does that take long?
I don't understand it, bro.
I don't think they wanted. I don't think the Jets wanted to deal with the whole interim head coach.
Kind of be like Pete Carroll.
No.
Urban
Carroll struggled too, though.
The great thing about Pete, see, anytime a coach, so Pete went into a situation where everything just flowed for him as far as like drafting guys, developing, and like it was just magical for him. Like Urban doesn't seem like that offensive mind that can just make a difference, in my opinion. He's not like Sean McVay. Like, we gave you a hard time years ago before Sean went to the Rams, but his IQ, man, and what he can do offensively to scheme you up makes a damn difference. Like, just him alone will get you 2 touchdowns when shit ain't going right, because he going to think of something. Urban, man, like, that gimmick not going to work in the NFL. That's why he asked for so much money, because he know.
See, my thing with Urban Meyer, he to me is like.
Go ahead, BJ.
Urban Meyer to me is the Roy Williams of basketball. The dude can recruit his ass off, but he can't coach worth crap.
Like North Carolina fans.
You go back and look at some of the recruiting classes Roy Williams has had and compare it with how those teams fared. And you look at Urban Meyer's and the recruiting classes he has and how those teams have fared. They're great recruiters. But they can't coach.
You could throw in Mac Brown, too.
Absolutely. How's he still coaching, man? How is him and Lee Corso still kicking?
Well, hold on.
Hell of a recruiter, boy. The talent he got in North Carolina right now, shoot. Sam Howell is a dog.
Yeah. Hey, look, I got
North Carolina's going to win the ACC next year.
I got a question. I got a question. So, last year this time, I'm a Raven fan, if y'all didn't know. We're going against Tennessee again. What my guy Lamar got to do, man? Because I'm nervous.
Oh, you say you're a Raven fan?
Raven fan.
Raiders. I was like,
no.
It's not what Lamar's got to do. It's not what Lamar's got to do. It's what the coaches got to do. Stop trying to change what they all do that works.
Right.
Stick to the game plan. He's not RG3. Mm-hmm. What he does is never going to fade. Just let him do what he does.
They shout out to him too. He got another 1,000-yard season, 2 years in a row.
Right.
He got 1,000-yard rushing.
2,000 yards. Yeah.
Hey,
Salute
shout
to
out to
Derrick King
Emmanuel
Henry
Sanders.
2,000 yards. They say once you hit 2,000 yards as a running back, your career dies. So I'm gonna pay attention to you, Derrick Henry, because you are that dude.
So why he not an MVP conversation?
Derrick Henry done had a ton of carries, man. The last couple years. Because he not.
I think the last time somebody got like offensive player of the year was the year Adrian Peterson ran for 2,000.
Okay.
Well, he got after a total knee replacement.
He got MVP that year.
On my bag, Viking fan.
You know
I just want to make sure you
relax. He took Christian Ponder to the playoffs.
You ain't got bars like that. Hey, don't slander Christian Ponder, man.
Christian Ponder was terrible. He was terrible, man.
Trash.
From Florida State, man. Put some respect on Ponder name.
Hey, Jonathan Taylor came on the second half of the season.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I like him.
Yes, sir. Jonathan Taylor, good ball. So let's go back to the stats. Let's go back to the stats.
Yeah.
Go ahead, T. While I pull him up.
He had 253
yards.
I
got cussed out bad last night.
Ooh.
I got cussed out bad last night, man. By every Giants fan I know.
Oh yeah, they should be moist, pause, but they ain't handling their own business.
Billy. Why y'all giving out sympathy wins, bro?
Man,
why y'all giving out sympathy wins, bro?
Bitch made, man. You can't not go for the tie and then do that.
So, but the only thing I say about he said before the game. I mean, you could already see by him setting so many players that he really didn't want to win the game. And then he said before the game started that he was going to give the other quarterback some reps. He said that before the game even started in the pregame that he was going to give the quarterback some reps. Okay. I mean, he really didn't want to win that game yesterday.
So to me, that's why your ass need to be fired.
So is Jalen in the future a Hawk? Jalen Hurts for the Eagles or what?
Yeah.
You think so? Okay.
I think they're trade costs. Yeah,
Carson Wentz getting traded to
49ers will take his contract.
Now
you know what I'm saying?
We trade him to the Colts. He going with Frank Reich. He gonna restructure
the Colts. I say,
we gonna trade him to the Colts. I'm telling you.
The Colts or the Patriots. The Colts or the Patriots gonna get Wentz.
The Patriots?
Yeah. It's gonna take a second round pick.
Man.
Bill
one of them dudes. I ain't gonna lie, man. Bill, one of them dudes that be like, remember he took Corey Dillon. He took other guys where people was like, I don't know about that guy mentally no more. And Bill be like, let me get him. Remember Randy in Oakland was in the purgatory, whatever they call it. What is it, purgatory or purgatory?
40 hit me to that. You know, he a Patriots fan. He's like, he hit me last week as he was listening to the podcast, and he was like, yo, listen, my man Bill is gonna be on Carson Wentz. He gonna be on Carson Wentz. Yeah, he gonna be on him.
Shoot, he need to go get Dwayne Haskins then. Show us how really good of a coach he is.
Frank Wright is going to get Carson, man. Y'all can hang it up.
Yeah, I think Philly
on the wall. Phillip Rivers already talking about retiring.
Philly gonna choose a quarterback in the draft. Watch.
Nah, it's
Watch.
big.
Watch.
Mike Tomlin likes Dwayne Haskins. Yo, I look for him to go to the Steelers. If Ben gonna play one more year, but Mike Tomlin, I read some clippings from Pittsburgh's papers over the past week since he's been released, and Mike Tomlin likes Dwayne Haskins.
Damn, that'd be tight. But let's go to the running back stats, man.
Willie and Dwayne Haskins.
Hey, just real quick, just for the record, the last running back to win the Offensive Player of the Year was Todd Gurley in 2017.
Todd Gurley, okay. Yeah. And he had a lot of receiving yards too, didn't he?
Which is why he won it.
Yeah. So old boy was 30 attempts for 253 yards yesterday.
So Derrick Henry had 378 total attempts this year for 2027, 17 touchdowns. Dalvin Cook was next, 312 carries, 1557, 16 touchdowns. And then Jonathan Taylor, big day, bumped him up to number 3 with 1169 with 11 touchdowns. You had Nick Chubb, he had 1,000 yards. But Aaron Jones was out to Taylor. Then you had James Robinson, David Montgomery, Nick Chubb, Josh Jacobs, Lamar Jackson. And quiet as kept, Melvin Gordon almost had 1,000 yards. Ezekiel had 979 on just 240 carries.
So two fun stats. I believe Derrick Henry did what he did this year on less carries than he had last year.
Ooh, let's see.
And if you do the math, just based on he averaged if he only played the first half in every game, he still would have ran for over 1,000 yards.
Now he had 303 last year, so he had 75 more carries though.
Yeah, 75 more carries. That's what I meant. The opposite.
75 more. Good God.
Did they pay him yet?
They gave him the franchise. They're gonna franchise him again because they're gonna say he got.
they paid
1,000.
Tannehill.
He got 1,182 carries in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 seasons. Basically got 600. So he got 681 carries the past 2 seasons.
So he the best back in football.
Hey,
3,500 yards.
How many years did Eddie George play? Because they even though they play for the same team, they remind me of the same type of back.
That's a great question. Let's look it up. It's a great question. You know who would remind me of though, as far as the usage, is Larry Johnson.
Larry Johnson, yeah.
I don't want him to be like Larry Johnson.
Got his money, he was done.
He was done physically too, and mentally, because he was a mental health dude.
So y'all got Derrick Henry as the best back in the league.
He played for
this
wow.
year, yeah.
This year?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Eddie George had 403 carries in 2000. He ran for 1,500 yards, 14 touchdowns.
He played from 96 to 2004.
Yeah. So he had a season where Eddie George,
8
335, 357, 348, 320, 403, 315, 343, 312. And his last year in Dallas, he only had 132. So he was toting that mug. Let me look at Larry Johnson right quick while we on running backs.
While you're looking that up real quick before I get out of here. Okay. So I got AFC, NFC championship games.
Okay.
I got Bills, Chiefs. I got Bucks, Packers.
Okay.
And then the Super Bowl, I got Packers, Bills. What y'all got?
I got Bucks, Ravens, Super Bowl, man.
Bucks, Ravens, Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
So the Bucks got to get through the Washington. The Washington football team is a dangerous matchup for the Bucks, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Dangerous.
Because that boy Tom Brady can't move.
But look, I'm a Washington fan. I'm gonna be real with y'all.
It could get ugly for Washington because they ain't got the back end like that. If they don't get home.
Washington don't have the offense to keep up with him.
That too. Check down Charlie can't beat somebody.
I tell you what, I'll take whatever Vegas says. I would take the under because I do think Washington's defense is every defense Tom Brady's had an issue with this year.
Yes, I agree with that. I agree with that.
They don't have the offense to win the game, but if you're a bettor, take the under.
Yeah, that.
Hey, you know what, man?
You gonna get home.
You was talking about those running backs, man, and like Larry Johnson. But you know who's probably the least appreciated running back? And I was looking at the stats. It's Curtis Martin, yo.
Curtis Martin.
Yo,
yes,
his year by year,
yes, sir,
was phenomenal.
Yes,
consistent.
Sir. One of the most durable backs the league has ever seen.
Consistent.
Let's see. He played 11 seasons. He ran for 1,000 yards, 10 straight seasons.
Except for his last year.
Last year, yep. And look, the year before that, he ran for a career high 1,697 at 31 years old.
That's
371 carries.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts.
I think he's
so underappreciated.
Cause we never talk about him as far as being the best backs of all time, or you know what I'm saying. The last 15 years, we never talk about him.
You're absolutely right. You absolutely right, man. Salute to Curtis, man. Salute to you for bringing him up, man.
Yeah, that's
give that man his flowers. He came in the league getting 1,414 touchdowns.
Back to back, he has 14 touchdowns
with the Patriots.
That's crazy. That is real crazy. 1697, a year before he retired. So what to make him? So
the year before he did.
Yeah. So what? So what? So he went from 1697 to 7 something. I'm trying to figure out. Did he have an injury or something like that, or? Because that's crazy.
12 games. I forgot. He talks about it.
I mean,
but I forgot all the logistics behind it. But so yeah, defensively, man, who y'all think get defensive player of the year?
Man, from what I've seen, man, I'm not gonna lie, man. Yo, Chase Young a dog, yo.
Chase Young is definitely a dog.
Yo, I Chase Young, and I like the white boy from Pittsburgh, man.
Oh,
the white boy from Pittsburgh, he been wrecking havoc.
Yeah,
I like him. I like both of them. Man. You know, but I don't know if they're gonna give it to an interior lineman or not. But
yeah, Aaron Donald.
Do you think Aaron Donald will get it again?
He's in the mix.
I think
he's always in the mix. Man, he began.
I think somebody on his team somebody on his team lead the league in sacks.
No, TJ did. TJ Watt had 15. Aaron got 13 and a half.
They was talking about Jalen Ramsey. I like him. He's been doing real good this year.
Yeah.
I like your boy from Arizona too, man. What's the name? Baker from Arizona.
Yeah, the
Baker. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think Metcalf. I think Metcalf hurt his chances when he got walked down, man.
Hey man, salute to Metcalf too, man. Hell of a year. Xavier Howard had 10 picks for the Dolphins, 10 interceptions.
But isn't the rule though, if you got 10 picks, that means they keep throwing at you because they don't think you're a good cover corner? Is that just a myth?
It just depends. Because some guys just take advantage of opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
Like the advanced analytics to help out as far as like how many catches you've given up. Like if you're still giving up a lot of catches and touchdowns.
Okay.
It's like an even trade, but he's known to get picks because he's had 7 before in the season. Also, then he got hurt last year. He had 7 in 12 games in 2018. So he literally a ball hawk. Like he go get it.
Well, my top two, like I said, I got Chase Young and I got TJ Watt. I think TJ Watt's number one though. I gotta go Watt. Yeah, he's crazy. Yeah. He's crazy.
And then, so defensive rookie of the year will go with Chase. Then
Chase. Mm-hmm.
Chase, and then offensive rookie of the year.
The boy from Minnesota.
Herbert or
that boy from Minnesota.
Jefferson.
Jefferson. Yeah, but you know they're gonna give it to Herbert. You know they're gonna give it to him.
Yeah, Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, he is.
Jefferson, this is the most yards a rookie ever had receiving.
How many he got?
He ended up with like 1,400.
Yeah, that boy.
Let me see.
Justin Jefferson was real.
Stephon Diggs ended up winning it with 1,535 overall. Kelsey had 1,416. Jefferson had 1,400 even. Devontae Adams had 1,374 in 13 games, 18. God damn.
What?
Devontae Adams played 13 games, had 18 touchdowns.
But you know, people want to say, "Well, you got Aaron Rodgers though."
He could be the offensive player of the year.
He could.
He
Damn,
could.
bro.
Yeah, he could. That's true.
Hey, the Cheetah had 15 receiving touchdowns. Salute to the Cheetah.
But I think with Kansas City, man, they ain't gonna get no individual accolades, man. They team is just
only one Travis Kelce would be first team All Pro tight end. Mahomes would be second team All Pro quarterback because Aaron will probably win the MVP. Whichever one of them win the MVP, it'll be who first team, who second team.
Mm-hmm.
I think Stephon Diggs and Devontae Adams will probably be first team All Pro receivers, even though Justin had 1,400 yards, DeAndre had 1,400, but the fact that he got that 18 touchdowns in 13 games, they ain't gonna bump because he averaged over 100 yards a game. Stephon Diggs led the NFL in receptions and yards, I believe. So he better be first team All Pro. It's rigged.
Who coach of the year?
Coach of the year. Probably Buffalo's coach.
Buffalo's?
I would go with Buffalo's coach.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna lie, man.
I would
to make fun of them.
No love for Frank Wright.
Indianapolis?
Yeah.
Possible, but what Buffalo did, like,
what they did, Sean McDermott,
because Josh is, Josh Allen, was
especially taking. Yeah.
Go ahead, T.
Nah, number one, the Patriots, they weren't good this year.
They weren't good, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it was kind of Buffalo's for the taking. But then you got to look at a couple teams in there fighting them. They was going tooth and nail.
Yeah.
But the fact that they beat New England convincingly, I think that matters in that division.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
Especially with voters.
That's true.
That's real.
That's true. You're right about that. Yeah, so Buffalo, he might get it.
Before we wrap this up, we're gonna go into the picks. Let's see who's gonna start. Which side? We'll start with the NFC. So the NFC games are. Let me get them pulled up right here so I can throw them out to y'all. So let's start with the Rams and the Seahawks. They play Saturday, 4:40 on Fox. Rams at the Seahawks. I may have to go with the Seahawks just because, golf.
But the boy played great though. What's the guy name? For the Rams quarterback, he played great.
I didn't even watch the game.
He played pretty good. He played good.
Okay.
Deep, but I gotta go with Seattle though.
But I don't. It ain't gonna be enough.
I'm going with Russ and them at home, man.
It's not gonna be enough.
What, Seattle and the Rams?
Yeah, the Rams go to Seattle in the wild card.
You know, these are kind of games. These are kind of dumbass games Seattle mess around and lose. But I mean, on paper, Seattle should win. I'll put it like that. But I don't know, man. Jalen Ramsey did a good job. Did a number on your boy.
Yeah, both games.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so
absolutely.
I don't know. It depends if Tyler Lockett get the moving, then maybe. But
have the Rams beat them both games this year?
I'm not sure.
But I still got Seattle though, man. I can't see them losing.
Let me see.
I don't know, Russ. After that, Russ took that loss.
Seattle beat them last meeting, 20-9.
It ain't been the same Russ.
Yeah, since we was bragging about him. Yeah, since we was bragging about him, he definitely
Russ had that magic, and all of a sudden, it just left.
What's the other game, Hawk?
And then we got Buccaneers travel to D.C. to play the Washington football team.
I got the Bucks. Bucks all day. I got a blowout.
You know what, man? This would be the perfect way to tarnish Tom Brady's career. So I'm going with Washington, just to be funny, just to be petty. Man, gotta be petty, Hawk sometime.
Yeah,
but
I think
either Washington gonna beat him up and barely win, or the Buccaneers gonna blow them out.
Yeah, are they gonna get about 40?
Now, I think Washington has the defensive line to bother Tom Brady to get him off his mark, but at some point I just think he's got too many weapons, and I think Antonio Brown is starting to find his stride again.
Yes, he is,
and he's gonna start seeing barbecue chicken over there on the Washington side. So
Washington ain't got nothing though on offense, man. They ain't got nothing.
Even if Mike Evans doesn't play.
So next NFC game, you got the Bears. Shout out to Mr. Trubisky traveling to the Saints.
I got the Bears. I got the Bears.
Defense travels.
I got the Bears.
That's another one too, though, bro. That coach is in jeopardy of getting fired, man.
Who?
And somehow he punched. Yeah, somehow he punched through it.
Yeah,
hey, that made me sick, yo.
It wasn't no Nick Foles that got him through. It was Mr. Trubisky had to reclaim his job. I got the Saints winning, but I could see the Bears giving them absolute hell.
I think Khalil Mack gonna go crazy. I think he'll go crazy.
I think the Bears. I think Drew Brees has finally hit that wall.
Yeah.
And then looking at Taysom Hill. If you're gonna rely on Taysom Hill, you're gonna lose. I don't care who. You know what I'm saying?
Good call.
I don't care who out there.
Okay.
Got them Bears.
Yeah. So what you got to before we transition to the other side?
I like New Orleans. I ain't betting against. I ain't betting against Drew. Not this game.
Here we go. Here we go.
So the NFC game, we got the Rams at Seattle. That's 4:40 on Saturday, and then following that game, you got the Buccaneers at Washington at 8:15 on NBC. Then the Bears play the Saints at 4:40 on Sunday on CBS. So now we're gonna flip to the AFC. You got the Colts and the Bills with the early game at 1:05. The Colts travel to Buffalo, basically the two coaches of the year by our panel. So, who you got?
You said who is it?
I got the
Colts at the Bills.
Give me the
Shout out to
TA.
the
Bills.
Give me the Colts.
You got the Colts.
Give me the Colts.
I'm gonna go with my dog TA Bills, man. Give him some airtime, and my man D'Amico Hicks. He a Bills Mafia too. Salute to both of them. Your team did a phenomenal. The quarterback played out of his mind this year, so I got to get them. They just do. Happy to see you.
It was only because of COVID, man.
I think the receiver played out of his mind this year.
Who, Stephon?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think he played out of his mind this year. You know what I'm saying?
They defense played well too. Shout out to Edmonds.
I just think
that in there for TA, man.
I just think the Buffalo curse. The Buffalo curse gonna follow them, man. It's gonna follow them. 0 for 4 in Super Bowls. then the Music City Miracle. It's gonna follow them, man. Just another loss, dog. I can't. You know what I'm saying?
In the Facebook stream.
Yeah,
hold on, who they playing again? The Colts.
The Colts, man. I just don't see it. Frank, right? You know,
Phillip Rivers.
Hey.
Oh man.
When you got a curse on you,
Phillip Rivers about to retire, man.
You got a curse on you, man. Them guys, Buffalo can't win, man. Buffalo can't win.
3 picks, bro.
Hey, look,
3 picks max, bro.
3 picks?
Phillip
3
Rivers.
picks, yo.
Listen to me.
Phillip Rivers, man.
Already gone fishing. He already already said, I'm ready to hang that thing up, man. Phillip, he tired of getting hit, man. He ain't with it no more. He said, man, I'm gonna go hang out with my kids.
It's gonna be tough though. But I don't believe in Buffalo there. I don't believe it.
Hey man, what's TA first name?
Thomas.
Oh, that's right. I got you.
When you got bad luck as an organization, you got bad luck, man. It just follows you, man. I can't see it. Man. I don't know.
We'll see. I see the way that they Miami had the best defense in the league this whole season, and I see them just punch right through it this past weekend. So I don't know.
Tua helped them out too, though. Tua helped them out a little bit too.
So what we got next? Go ahead and get through these. We got his team, the Ravens, at Tennessee on Sunday, 1:05, the after church game.
Ravens got to win this one, bro. If they don't win, I don't know what to tell you.
They're going to blow that team up.
No, don't say that, Hawk. Come on, bro. Yo, come on, bro. What? Come on, bro. Blow the team up, man. Come on.
Yeah, they going to blow this team. No, I like Dobbins, though, man. I like him.
Man. I don't. They might have ran all their Henry gas out.
Hell no.
Nah.
Hell no.
I ain't falling for that. I don't believe that. I ain't falling for that.
I ain't falling for that
either. I ain't falling for that.
Hey, at least this game he gonna be all right. Maybe next game he might hit the wall.
Just like the other guy said, stick to the script. Stick to the script, Ravens. Stick to the script.
How many rushing yards are the Ravens allowing right now?
Huh?
A game. How many rushing yards are the Ravens allowing a game?
Let me see. They allow.
I know we couldn't stop the run last year.
They 7th in defense. Hold on, but God dang it, just say overall. Let me pull it up right quick.
Well, I'll put it like this. The Ravens finally got the receivers starting to get open and catch. Hollywood Brown finally learned how to beat a press.
Damn.
So we're gonna see what they do, you know, when the lights is on them, you know what I'm saying? So I've been saying that with the Ravens, I feel like that Lamar just missing that premier receiver to really kind of somebody he could rely on other than his tight end, and nobody had really showed himself. And Hollywood finally starting to show up, and then you're starting to see Dez Bryant pop up out of
here we go,
out of the smoke like the Undertaker, you know what I'm saying? Like Sting used to come out back in the day. So you got Dez coming out there.
And we gotta rely.
We're gonna see.
If we gotta rely on Dez, we in trouble.
So rushing yards defensively, the Ravens are. What the hell? Well, this is defense, yeah. What are you at? Oh,
and Ravens should be loaded on defense,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
I don't know. Like
8
we give
rushing
up
defense.
I don't know. In big games, man, we give up big plays in the passing game, man. Like I watched all the games this year. We give up big plays. I don't know why.
Last year we played them. Did homeboy Tannehill throw all over y'all? Was it Derek? A little bit. Derek. I know he had one.
It was a little bit of both. Tannehill.
He know. Look at him. He know. Oh, I
don't want to say it. He right though. I ain't want to say it, but you know, he right though.
Tannehill went crazy, and then old boy went. Shoot, just from that game, Tannehill got that contract off that game.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So you know.
All right, man. We're gonna move to the game that everybody want to talk about. Welcome back to the playoffs. Cleveland Browns. They run it back versus the Steelers varsity team this week. Who you got, Baker, or will the Steelers?
I got
Get them out of here.
I got Cleveland because they can run the ball.
8:15
Pittsburgh
prime time.
I believe in Baker. All hell to Baker. You see my tag right there.
I believe in that double neck running back. That running back.
Versus that stout defense
That's what I believe in.
of the Steelers.
It don't matter. They can run the ball.
Ooh,
that's true.
And that's one thing the Steelers can't do.
They can run
the ball, right.
They can't run. And that's not the defense that you can't be able to run the ball because Miles and them gonna hunt you down. And Juju, come on, Juju, let me get a 100-yard game, man. Come on, man. Come on.
Well, I mean, it's hard without Brown being by your side.
It's so funny. It's so funny how the pendulum just shifted with Juju and Antonio Brown. They were saying, Antonio, he was so mean to Juju. Yeah. He had a nice receiver. Everybody turned on Juju now, yo.
They did.
Everybody. That's so crazy, yo.
That's how it be, bro. So
that's crazy.
That's what we got.
I don't know, man.
Go ahead.
These are the type of games the Browns lose. So we're gonna see if they can punch out of it. I think Chubb been running like he running from child support or something. You know what I'm saying? So he been going crazy. I mean, I've never seen a running back in the NFL just have nothing on, no elbow pads, no wristbands. You know what I'm saying? Running backs normally are pretty. You know what I'm saying? He come out there look like Joe Brown.
Larry Johnson just had tape on his wrist. That's all Larry Johnson wore was tape on his wrist.
Yeah, so
you
know what I'm saying?
Juju,
before you go, Hawk.
Juju gonna have 40. Juju only gonna have 47 yards tomorrow. 47. Next week.
Sunday.
Not tomorrow.
Sunday.
47.
So your boy, Ryan Garcia.
Yeah,
ain't that your guy?
No.
You don't like Ryan Garcia? Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Well, he got dropped. Say about it.
No, I mean the fact that he got dropped though, which was surprising though, because I thought he had a chance against Tank, because Tank, to me, Tank not a boxer.
Tank hit too hard.
Yeah, he do.
Tank hit too hard.
He do.
Like, you know who Ryan is? The new Oscar De La Hoya. He'll beat you on points all day.
There you go. Yeah.
If you catch his ass. That's one thing about De La Hoya. Once dude started catching up with him, he started catching his ass. It's like, it's a different dude. Like, you can't take that, huh? But you had to be willing to go through that because De La Hoya hit hard and he was fast.
Right.
But it took Ike Corte to finally bring that thump to him, even though he beat Ike.
Ike Corte.
Other guys realized.
We found out you in the story. You in the story, man.
Ike Corte or
Let me find out.
Felix Trinidad.
We found out, man.
Say it again, Darian.
Was it Ike Corte or Felix Trinidad that beat him? I can't remember.
No. It was Felix. Felix beat him, but Ike Corte was the one that showed that you just gotta be willing to take the punches, because once you get the Oscar, you can affect them. Because remember, Oscar was beating all the legends like it was nothing. Who he beat? Chavez like it was nothing. Take that. And Sugar Shane. Sugar Shane ain't win the first one, but they gave it to him. They fought in the middle of the ring. The whole fight, it seemed like.
The whole
Sugar Shane
fight.
and Oscar fought. That was a fight. They were fighting.
Right. Yeah.
Sugar Shane, another one though that kept fighting too many dudes that everybody's running from. You know, what's the tall dark-skinned dude that lost to the dude that used to smoke the cigarettes?
What?
Damn, what's his name, bro? I think he died. He beat
Vernon Forrest.
You're right.
Vernon Forrest? Vernon Forrest?
Vernon Forrest.
Vernon Forrest was a beast, yo.
He was a bad matchup for Shane Mosley.
He was a beast, yo.
Yeah.
And then the crazy man beat Vernon Forrest twice. That smoked cigarettes. That speak Spanish and stuff.
Oh,
that
I know you're talking about.
Shane Mosley's girl butt before they fought.
I forgot his name.
Mayorga.
Shane Mosley girl had the fatty. Oh my goodness,
his first wife took everything from him. His belt, half his belts. Good God. She was his manager too, but damn. But yo, man, y'all want to give out, shout anybody out before we wrap this show up, man? Appreciate everybody for tuning in. This is a 90-minute show. You know, we always enjoy it.
Before I get off, I just real quick, I got Get You Got It beating DNA.
No, you don't.
No.
Yes,
we ain't gonna do that. It's different. What'd he say? It's different. It's different.
Don't nobody want to hear DNA.
Hey man, good just beat Geechee. Geechee need to win.
Geechee need to get his get back. So I think Geechee gonna win this one. And everybody else, I really don't care about. I don't really care about anybody else.
T-Top and Easy on this too, right?
Easy's a black captain. I hate T-Top voice.
Come on, King. Come on, King. Oh, A-Verb and Tay-Rock. A-Verb 3-0.
You better not come in.
Especially
we're not doing
that. That is
Tay-Rock with them damn contacts.
3-0. End the show. Don't do that.
3-0 if you wear them contacts.
Rock 30, bro. What are we talking about?
Rock 30.
And I know if Rock see this, he gonna be like SMD. SMD.
Unless A-Verb walk in with them waves, that's gonna be the only way that he wins.
The disrespect is real.
Man, we don't trying to hear A-Verb whisper and talking about, well, hug the lions, kiss the bears. We said water like this to you.
He's a battle rap whisperer, bro.
Come on, yo.
That A-Verb that showed up against Geechee, you were telling me that one the old A-Verb.
What, the third round?
The A-Verb versus Cal, no. But the A-Verb versus Geechee, yeah, I need that A-Verb.
I mean, that third round was crazy. I had to give him that. But if it's this A-Verb, this vegan whisper, what I used to do and all this other crap, man, he's not gonna be. He's not beating Rock with that, bro.
I got you.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
Rock just went up against Daylight and Mook. Come on, man.
And you know what? Just because you said that, his ass gonna have a letdown. Look, he'll have a better battle, but he not gonna reach because against both of them, his material was awesome.
Right, it was. Yeah,
his material was awesome.
Yeah, it was though. It was.
So
we'll see.
Damn, man, you gonna make me really start doing battle rap.
You don't think he gonna punch through that, man? Come on, yo. All those soft drinks.
I don't know if you've been paying attention, but Caps set the battle rap bloggers world on fire by doing the top tier battlers who he thought was top tier. And Tony
he be on when I be at work. Yeah, he be on while I be at work, so I don't really be paying attention what he be talking because he just all over the place. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to.
Boy fired at him.
I did watch that, but. Nah, man. Caps. I think Caps is behind the 8 ball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
I mean, it is what it is. You only do what you can.
Right.
So
that's crazy.
All right, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all boys be easy, be safe, and don't be overpaying for PlayStations or Xboxes.
Yo, matter of fact, you got the new Xbox?
Yeah.
I gotta send you my gamer tag, man.
Oh, bet. I am BallHawk, my gamer tag, man.
Oh, I got you. I'm gonna send you a friend request join then.
All right, bet.
All right, man. Fam. Good show, bro.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
All right, peace.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's the show for today. What's today? January 4th? January 4th. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. 90-minute live show. I'll upload it to all the podcast platforms shortly, probably in about 2 hours. But yeah, man, salute to everybody. Make sure you subscribe if you're on YouTube, man. Subscribe, hit that like button, share. Facebook, you know the routine. Share, hit that like button. And we out of here, man. Make sure you go to manscaped.com. Promo code The BallHawk Show. 20% off for all the products, plus free shipping and handling. Also, go to abrainsurance.net for all your insurance needs. That's home, business, auto, life insurance. And go to shutthehellupjuice.com. STHUjuice.com. That's STHUjuice.com for your Shut the Hell Up Juice.